Hey scrappers, Tom here from the iScrap app, and we want to show you an example of a transaction that could happen at your scrapyard. This way, if you're at a scrapyard and you have questions on what they're doing, you have a better understanding. Now in front of me I have a cart with multiple types of non-ferrous items. First thing you want to know is what's the weight of everything on the cart. So your scrapyard should have the weights listed. By having them listed, you're able to see that everything on this cart weighed 255 pounds to begin with. Now, some scrapyards will have you weigh one item at a time, where others will do what I like to call is reverse math, because it creates less work and it just makes it easier. So I've already put in the beginning weight of 255 pounds of number one tubing, but what I need to do now is put in the tare. So what I'll do is remove the number one tubing off of the cart. Once it's removed from the cart, the updated weight is 240 pounds. So you want to be able to put that into the system. Next, what do you want to do? You want to be able to look and say, well, there's a piece of clean fin or ACRs. So we're going to put that weight in at 240. We're going to remove that right off of the top, throw it into its respective bin, and now we can see it's 238 pounds. Well, after this, there's more material. So what we see next is brass. So brass, we want to be able to enter the weight of 238 pounds. Now we're going to take this bucket, we're going to take it off, and we know that this bucket weighs 2 pounds. So what you're going to see on the ticket are two weights. You're going to see a new weight of 224 pounds, but you're also going to see a deduction. That deduction is going to be for a 5-gallon drum or a plastic bin, which weighed 2 pounds. And you can see 238 matched up with the old weight, 224 is the new net, and there's a 2-pound plastic bucket. Well, what's one item that you may not know the weight? The cart itself. Now at our yard, we have every single cart, every hopper weighed up, but if your scrapyard doesn't, it's going to be very important for you to be able to make sure that all of the materials are removed. And now you want to be able to see, hey, what does this cart weigh? Now you can see 152 pounds. That will be the final weight on the ticket. So when you look at your ticket, it's going to be important to know, A, how many items you brought. Was it 5 items? Was it 6 items? B, do the weights match up? I always like to do this test. 240 to 240, 238 to 238, 224 to 224. Then the final tare was 152. By doing it like this, you can see that the scrapyards went in order to make sure that the tares and the grosses all match their way up. Because the last thing you want to do is walk back to your car or truck and go, geez, I'm not really sure what happened and I don't know how to read this ticket. So that's what we're trying to help you avoid. So when you go to the scrapyard, ask questions. And one thing you always want to do, check your ticket before you leave. Once you leave, the material goes into the piles. The questions may be a little harder to answer, but when you're here, you can ask the scale operator or any of the other people at the scrapyard what and how they did things, and it's just going to make it a heck of a lot easier. Any other questions? Let us know. Until next time, I'll scrap you later.